Topic area number 9, color lift. This evaluation is color lifting. 5 minutes will be provided to set up your workstation for a color lift and prepare your client for a chemical service. The proctor will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When you complete your tasks, please stand quietly. Timing begins now. In your SCC guide, you are going to need your chemical drape. Mine's still intact from before. You are going to need simulated lightener. You are going to need barrier cream, a spatula, application comb for parting, a color brush, and 3 foils. So for this section, I'm going to go ahead and set my timer and I'll work while I talk. For this section, it's called color lift. So sanitize my hands before I get into my bag. It's called color lift. So there's no specific application that they are looking for, but you are to do a process with lightener for them. Doing foils is going to be the easiest process for you to demonstrate. I'm also going to twist my mannequin around so that you can see where I'm putting my foils at. So here is my lightener. My gloves, as my gentle reminder to put them on. Way more than 3 foils, but some foils. My spatula for my barrier cream and my color brush. So this bag is going to go into the multi-use, and since I have enough time right now, I am going to go ahead and undo my foils. So 1, 2, 3. That way they're ready for me. Put my gloves right on top of them and sanitize my hands. Moving into the instructions, your next set of instructions, 10 minutes will be provided to provide a lift color from 3 subsections in one of the quadrants or sections you have created on the head. The proctor will announce when there are 5 minutes left to finish. When you complete your tasks, please step back and stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. So I am just going to move to my next quadrant. You could do your foils right on top of your sodium hydroxide relaxer section, but this is just the way that it works in my brain. So I'm going to move to the next quadrant. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. And start that. I'm going to sanitize my hands before I put on my gloves. Okay. And I will open my product so that that's ready. This bag is going to go into single use. Same thing with the barrier cream. I'm going to get a small amount of barrier cream out and apply that to the back of my gloved hand. Put my barrier cream back, put this into my single use. And then for foils, where are we going to apply barrier cream? It is going to be on the tops of the ears and around the hairline. So I'm just going to demonstrate that I would do that wherever I was doing foils. So I'm doing foils down here, and I'm going to apply that barrier cream. I'm going to use a paper towel to remove the excess barrier cream from the back of my glove before I start foiling. I have my tail comb. And you guys can do these foils again in any section that you want to do them in. I'm just going to do mine right here. And it doesn't matter if you want to do weaves or slices, you can do either. What is going to be the most important is that you are using the correct amount of hair inside of the foil with the correct amount of product on the hair, and you're doing it safely. 10 subsections. And then here is our last foil. I did leave hair out in between my foils. You don't have to leave hair out in between your foils. You can stack them. They are not concerned with what your final result looks like. They are just making sure that you can do this safely. And that you understand how to use the product that you're working with. Something else while I'm thinking about it that I will share is to make sure that whatever your bowls are that you're using for these 3 sections, your relaxer, your color lift, and your color deposit, make sure that your bowls are big enough for your brushes. I have had students get the little bowls from the Dollar Tree, and they are just wide enough to put your brush down in, and whenever they're trying to bead the product up on their brush, the bowl just kind of comes with them. So you want to make sure that that doesn't happen to you when you're taking your test. So I am finished. I'm going to set my comb down, take my gloves off, single use, and sanitize my hands and step back and indicate that I'm finished. The last set of instructions that you will have for your color lift is we will now complete the color lift topic area. 5 minutes will be provided to clean off your color lift workstation. The proctor will announce when there are 2 minutes left to finish. When you complete your tasks, please stand quietly. You may start. Timing begins now. So 5 minutes on the timer. Sanitize my hands. I'm going to get a paper towel to put my color brush in before I put it into the multi-use bag. Then I'm going to put my lid on my lightener. That is going to go into your single use. My foils are going to go into my multi-use, and then the rest of my stuff that's out I'm going to continue to use. So I'm going to sanitize my hands and indicate that I am complete.